I mean, the last few months, we've talked a lot about what we need to do to strengthen your immune system. And one thing I wanted to cover is I had a lot of requests this week to talk about anxiety and stress, how it's connected to the immune system. Because we know that fear or negative emotions like anxiety, anxiousness, stress, being overwhelmed, for example, can disrupt your adrenal glands. So the adrenal glands, to me, are the key when it comes to the immune systems, because the adrenal glands are small glands we have on the top of your kidneys that regulate stress hormones, like cortisol, for example. So when cortisol is high into your body, it depletes your immune system. Actually, it suppresses the immune system, so meaning that your body is not as strong and optimal to fight infections if you are exposed to different pathogens like viruses and bugs, bacteria, and so on. So anxiety is an emotion that affects your body. So when you feel anxious, typically your body is tighter. You feel heavy, maybe on your chest. You just maybe have a heart palpitation. So these different emotions, symptoms, can increase stress on your adrenals. And when the adrenals are stressed, it gets into this fight or flight reaction. So this is a good thing if you are in a situation that you really have to use the fight or flight. For example, if you will walk on the street and you would see a tiger, of course your adrenals will kick in and you're most likely going to run. So you're going to be in this fight or flight reaction. So your stress hormone goes higher and you feel more powerful, you feel more energetic to run away from the tiger. So, but the problem is if it happens for too long, like it happens in our country, so people are stressed for weeks and months and years. So when this stress becomes chronic, this fight or flight reaction becomes normal for the body, it becomes chronic, and the adrenals keeps pumping cortisol, stress hormones into your bloodstream. And then what happens is it depletes your immune system. So your immune system becomes weaker. And people who have chronic stress, they are more at risk of getting infections like viruses and bacteria. And they are more at risk of having cancer, because your body, your immune system cannot fight cancer cells. So the cancer takes over, and then you have a mass over time, you have a cancer. So over time, the stress hormones can affect your heart, having heart problems. Can affect your liver, it can affect your brain, it can lead to inflammation, joint problems. So stress hormone is really the enemy to our health today, and it's really important to handle this stress in your body. One of the main things that I see a lot with people is they get stuck in this vicious cycle, meaning that they are stressed, they're overwhelmed, they feel anxious, and they typically reach for something sweet. Okay, so you may have experienced this. So you're stressed and you want something like sweet to eat, some cake, some brownies, some donuts, and so on. So your body wants sugar to help with this fight or flight reactions, because you need energy and you need calories to run away or to fight. But like I said, when it becomes chronic, and when you keep eating sugar, it adds more stress on your adrenals. So meaning that eating a lot of sugar mimics a stress in your body, and your body makes more stress hormone. So meaning that when you eat sugar, you actually increase your cortisol, your stress hormone, into your body, which lead to stress in your body. It leads to more stress to your adrenals. And sugar, on the other side, when you eat it on a regular basis, it depletes your body of vitamins and minerals. For example, it can deplete your body of vitamin B. Okay, if you eat sugar, you need vitamin B to process the sugar out. So, and vitamin B is really, really important, really critical for good adrenal function. You can see people get in that vicious cycle. They eat sugar, they eat more stress to the body, to the adrenals. It depletes to vitamin B, for example. And vitamin B is important for the adrenals. So and the adrenals become more stressed because they don't have enough vitamin B, and so on and so on. So that's why over time, people, they are really stuck in this a cycle of being stressed and more stress over time. And over time, actually, people can have panic attacks. The stress is so high that the cortisol gets so high that it can affect your heart, and you start having chest pain and tightness and different things, and then it's a panic attack. So it's an adrenal problem. So when people deal with anxiety and stress, it's the adrenals. You have to make sure that your adrenals are healthy and strong. And one of the main things that we do with people is to look at how much sugar they eat. Because of course, if you eat too much sugar, that's a big stress on the body, because you need a lot of energy, you need a lot of nutrition, minerals, and vitamins to process the sugar. For example, so every time you eat one molecule of sugar, you need about 50 magnesium to process the sugar out of your body. So if you eat a lot of sugar, you need a lot of magnesium to process the sugar. And if you don't consume enough magnesium from your greens, from your vegetables, from your fruits, from your diet, your body will take magnesium from the tissues, from the adrenals, for example, which add more stress to the adrenals. So the adrenals become deficient in magnesium, they don't work well enough, vitamin B deficiency, and then you can have potassium deficiency, zinc deficiency, chromium deficiencies, sugar can lead to different, to several deficiencies that can impact the adrenals. So what I see most of the time with people is we slowly cut out the sugar. We work on why the body craves sugar, which is stress, which is adrenals. We typically give on one side some minerals to the body, some magnesium, some potassium, some calcium, and so on. So when we do that, we really calm the adrenals down. And when the adrenals are calmer, it's easier to break this vicious cycle of sugar craving. So we slowly cut out the sugar. We find other types of sugar, like having some fruit instead of junk food, instead of processed food, instead of cake and donuts and all that, the sweets. And then we use maybe stevia, we use more natural sugar, like monk fruit, maybe some honey, and so on and so on. So oftentimes we do that, we cut out the sugar, we provide the body with good fat, good protein, good veggies and fruits, and the adrenals they get calmer, and they calm down, and the anxiousness goes away, and then the immune system gets stronger. So you may have met people in the past that they're never sick, they don't look stressed. It's because they have a good, strong adrenals and they can cope with stress. So that's the idea here is with nutrition. We figure out why you have these different issues in the body and how stress can actually impact the body, what deficiencies you may have from stress. And you all know that today's stress is crazy. Stress is high with this pandemic that's been going on for months now. And I see a lot of people coming in, they're scared, they're nervous, they're anxious, their adrenals are so tired, they're so stressed out, they're burnout. And we give them some nutrition to fix the adrenals. And the first thing we do with everybody is to work on the sugar intake. Then we do that, we provide nutrition to the adrenals like minerals, vitamin B, so on and so on. And then they calm down and they start feeling better and they don't get sick. It's amazing what happens when you provide the body with good nutrition. The allergies goes away. They don't get cold anymore. They don't get the flu anymore. The idea is to strengthen the immune system. And we do that by boosting the adrenals. I hope it all makes sense. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can write down in the comment section and we'll get back to you later. Thank you.